All right, let's get going with the rest of the show and talk about the markets then and what transpired on the global front. Let's talk about the Wall Street and how that shaped up. Well, a sea of red coming across, of course, because on the elevated crude prices that touched $100 per barrel for the first time since May, that it soared 7% on Thursday. In fact, WTI advanced roughly 6%, on the day. And this is after two Saudi oil tankers were hit in the Red Sea. And on the back of that, we do see crude that has still been a pain point for the markets. And of course, we had earnings also, whether it's a Tesla or an Alphabet, that also weighed on the broader market. Tesla tumbled almost 15%, its worst day since March 2025 after posting earnings miss on the second quarter. And we also had Alphabet that hiked its full year guidance for the capital expenditure, leading the tech giant to a 7% loss. And that's the biggest daily decline since May 2025. So big giants tumbling in trade there, and therefore Nasdaq saw a knock of almost 553 points, 2% downtick coming in there. S&P 500 was down 90 points, and Dow Jones was trading with cuts of almost 1% in trade. So that's how largely the Wall Street shaped up. Cuts coming across Wall Street. But let's talk about the Brent crude that crossed $100 per barrel mark, and this is after the two Saudi oil tankers were struck off Saudi Arabia in the Red Sea. And on the back of that, crude remains elevated. Crude is Brent is sitting happily at $100 per barrel mark. As of now, a bit of a cool-off come in, a 0.6% downtick in WTI is also above the $90 per barrel mark. 91.5 is where the WTI is also perched at. And let's take a look at what the Asian handover looks like. Asian handover is also in the red, of course, for taking a cue from the Wall Street. And on back of those elevated crude prices, we see Nikkei that's down 3% in trade. The Chinese markets, Hang Seng down 1.1%. Shanghai also down 0.5%. And S&P ASX 200 is also trading with cuts of 0.3% right now. So the oil-driven sell-off is something that the entire Asian market is also feeling. And look at the implied start to Nifty. That's also, showing a gap down start of 180 odd points at the start of Friday morning.